What's poppin', T Squad? It's your girl Keisha, and I'm here with tonight's All Tea All Shade Belle Collective Season 1, Episode 7 review. I want to let you guys know that the reason I didn't put out any reviews this week was because I had another death in my family. My Aunt Jean passed away this week, so my family has been dealing with that loss. If you don't know or if you do know, I just lost my Uncle Sam in January. We just buried him. Before that, my cousin Chris died. Then before that, my uncle Bruce died this same time last year. So within the last year, we've had 4 deaths. My grandmother has lost 3 of her children and her oldest granddaughter, her oldest grandchild, period. So on my father's side of the family, it's just my father left. So my family is dealing with a lot. So that's why I did not post any videos. Thank you for all of you who do follow me on social media who already knew and that sent me your condolences. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Just please keep my grandmother and my father and the rest of us in your prayers because this has been a trying time. Letting you guys know right now that I probably won't put up a video next Thursday. I think the funeral is Wednesday or Thursday. I can't remember. I just found out today. So whatever day the funeral is on, if that's a filming day, I probably won't film. Um, so yeah, that's the reason why you didn't get any reviews. Shout out to Marie. She watched last week's review of Belle Collective. I thanked her for watching. Um, and if you guys did not get to watch the world premiere of my Dream and Slim mini movie for my upcoming book Dream 2. It is up right now on my channel. Make sure to check that out. So Latrice, Antoinette, Melanie meet up with Kaylon, who invited them to a girls' date in the sticks. They literally were out in no man's land. They aren't dressed properly to be on the farm. They thought they were like going to have drinks and eat. They got on heels and looking really cute. I loved Antoinette's dress. So frilly and so cute. She has a really nice shape. Kaylin is trying to buy a goat because she don't want to mow the lawn. Moving right along. So Latrice hates animals like me. I don't like nothing I can't physically talk to. If you can't respond back to me, I ain't got nothing to do with you, child. I don't never know what them motherfucking animals be thinking. They can run up on you, slice your throat, kill you, bark at you, bite you. Nope. Don't want nothing to do with it. If I can't talk to you, then you don't need to be around me. And you respond back, you don't need to be around me. So Latrice tells them about her anniversary dinner, how it was a wreck, and how she felt like she messed everything up by telling her husband how he made her feel. Girl, you just gonna continue to label yourself and be the punching bag in this relationship. And she said that like she felt she messed up things, so she decided to do a redo and had a masseuse come and had a chef come and musicians and everything, and how she gave him her red light special. Tonight. I was like, nobody wants that visual of you and Howard Hewitt in the bedroom boning. Gross. Blech. So, Maria's at home, and she invites the therapist over to counsel her, her son Jerez, and his baby mamas. So she hoped that Cedric would have been there to do what, I don't really know. I guess wear one of his men's warehouse suits. I don't really know, but she hasn't heard from Cedric. Sounds about right. Cedric is with one of his boyfriends, girl. Leave Cedric alone and let him cheat in peace. You already know the deal. You married this man twice. You already know his recipe. Let that man be on Fire Island with all the other gay boys. It's like, girl, what don't you get? So 2 of the baby mamas come. One of them couldn't make it. Both of them sound like 2 niggas. They both of their voices as deep as Dre's. I'm like, how you doing, Jerez? Because them heifers had some deep voices. They was like, hey, Miss Marie. It was like, God damn. So, Marie was like, you all should make the attempt to make Jay the first line of contact. Because she was saying to the girls that, I love being Mimi. I love taking care of my grandbabies and everything. But I shouldn't be your first go-to. Jerez should be. And I was like, that should be a given. The fact that you're even having to have this conversation with them is beyond me. So she says, you all should make the attempt to make Jay the first line of contact. He should then call me and say, Mom, I need this, that, and the third. And I should say, Jay, I'll give it to you. They should know where the money come from. Marie, I'm dealing with enough in my life to be sitting up here watching you say some of the most idiotic shit I've ever heard in my life. What is the point of all that? To go all the way around the mulberry bush for you still to be the one that's taking care of him and his kids and his baby mamas. That made no fucking sense. Why make him the first line of contact when you're the one still being the provider? Why go play phone tag when at the end of the day, we all know, you've just said it, that you're going to still be the one providing for these people financially? How about I shouldn't be the first line of contact, first, second, third, or fifth? How about he needs to get up and get him a job and go to school at the same time and figure this shit out? Be in a work study program or do something to take care of the damn three babies that he laid down and had. You up here struggling with your health, and you just said that. She went on to say, I know I look well, but my health has declined tremendously. I wish I could get all the boys at once, but my health won't allow it. I take 12 pills a day and an injection. It makes her extremely exhausted. She says there are times when I have the kids, but I have to skip my medicine so I can be alert and watch them. Ain't no way. Ain't no motherfucking way. How you gonna be there for your kids or for your own children? Let's not forget she has children of her own still, and your grandchildren. If you're not even taking care of yourself and your health is your main priority in life. Because ain't nobody gonna benefit from nothing if you ain't around. Coming from somebody who had a near death experience, who dealt with sickness, who still has remnants of every day of me having to take medication and all of these different things, you got to take care of you, girl. You have to. Your son laid down and did what he did, and he needs to take responsibility. And you need to take your hand off of that situation and focus on you and your own children that you are still raising and taking care of. If he was grown enough to lay down and nut in three heifers, and they was dumb enough to not make him use a rub or for them to be on contraceptives or whatever the case may be, they all need to be getting up and working the job, getting on some state assistance or whatever they need to do and take care of them damn kids. They need to be a village for themselves. Like the little girl said, the little girl that looked like Snoop Dogg with the ponytail, she was like, hey, Tori, I would really like, if we could just come together for the boys, we don't have to be best friends or nothing like that. But, just be cool enough to say, hey, let's get the boys together. And then Tori was like, I feel you. We can do that. I might come across real nonchalant, but this is just the way I am. Let them be a village. Let them be sister wives, and they can help watch each other kids and help each other swap clothes, swap formula, swap diapers, do all of that stuff. That is not your responsibility, and you're going to continue to wear yourself thin trying to be mama and baby mama and grandma and all of this stuff, especially dealing with lupus. Lupus, you cannot stress yourself out. That gives you flare ups. You're putting unwanted and unneeded stress on yourself. Get it together, Marie. Please do. You just please stop. Please get it together and make your son be an adult and stop babying his grown big ass. That's why he's sitting up here talking like he a fifth grader now, because you don't require nothing of him. Jesus Christ. So, Antoinette goes on a date with some dude named David that she met in Ghana. He divorced too, and she invited him to her little sip and see. They look really cute together. She like him, he like her. They look like they could make a really cute couple. They two little short people, but he live in Seattle. Essie visits Marie. Marie tells her that, Cedric ain't been home. He won't answer. She low key a little worried. And Essie like, what you worried for? Like, this ain't nothing new. He don't never be here. She's like, but don't you think don't you think that this time something actually bad could happen? And Essie was like, no. Like, girl, Cedric is in Los Angeles filming for RuPaul's Drag Race. Girl, that nigga ain't thinking about you. So she called his phone. Once again, he don't answer. And Essie was like, he probably somewhere his phone ain't. Like when he's here, he leaves his truck in the phone. His phone in the truck. The fact that he leaves his phone in the opposite place so you can't get to it says a lot. Says that his boyfriend probably calling him, blowing up his phone, wondering why he ain't answering the phone for him. And he don't want to get caught up. So Essie was like, When you were sick, he wasn't even there. It's time to move forward. Like, exactly. Like, Essie, I mean, Marie, you're making yourself even sicker by dealing with the shit that you're dealing with. Like, it's annoying as hell because you are a grown ass woman that should have fucking common sense. Like, Jesus Christ, why are you putting all of this stress on yourself? You have to let go. You have to let people that are toxic and negative and bringing you stress and not bringing you happiness out of your life. And when it comes to your son, you have to let him fall. If he need to fall, let him fall. He ain't gonna never learn how to pick himself back up until you require that of him. Because God forbid something does happen to you, he ain't gonna know how to take care of himself. He just gonna be on out here in this world on some da dun. Oh, what am I gonna do next? Please get the ooh, Jesus. Oh Lord. So Latisha looking like she going to tape Tyler's and Tiara's with her new confessional look. I absolutely hated it, from her hair to her makeup to that bedazzled ass dress. It was horrendous. She and Tambra go to see Dakitha, Lord Jesus, the city councilman, about Farish Street and about the brunch. She tells him that no one will work with her on the project, and he brings up the brunch. She was like, I want to apologize if anything that day offended you. And he the Keitha was like, your brunch kind of gave some people some pause, like, because the town is talking. So Tambra was like, that's the first time I've ever seen anything like that happen or anything go left in like the 5 years I've been, hosting her brunches. He admits though that he almost stopped messing with Latisha, but he's willing to keep on working with her, and she does need to clean it up. You know what I'm saying? If this Farish Street is something that's for real, a project that you're trying to work on, then I would not allow that to spill over into this reality TV stuff, because you're going to make a horrible name for yourself. So, I'm sorry, Tambra and her tidal wave of weave, them gaudy big hoop earrings that didn't go with the statement necklace that she had on, her too pale makeup, everything is just too big, that faux fox fur, whatever she had, everything was just gaudy. She looked like she from New Jersey or something like that. She dressed like Peggy Bundy. That's who it is. From the hair to the way she talks to the makeup to the jewelry. Everything is just over the top and gaudy as hell. And she is so petite. And everything on her is so big. I don't know if she's trying to overcompensate for something, but Tambra looked like she needs to be on Little Women of LA. Like, I don't know. So she go on a date with her sexy ex boyfriend, Damon. Damon could get it. Damon fine. I don't really see what Damon really sees in Tambra. I don't know. He sees something. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe one of my eyes ain't working right, but he likes something with her. I don't see really how they have chemistry. I don't get it. So she stresses that Tisha is her girl and that some of the girls don't have good experiences when they go to the brunches. And we're telling her that they didn't have good experiences at the brunches, instead of telling Latisha. So she wants to have a sistervention where they get all the ladies to get together and discuss their issues so they can move forward. Damon ain't really trying to hear none of that bullshit. He trying to see what's good, trying to fill her up so he can go home and fuck. So he asks what's up with her, and she tells him about the doctor saying that she needs to have another fibroid surgery. And Damon was like, whatever I can do to help, I'm going to be there. And he caressed on her hands, and she got all the tingles and the feels. And I'm pretty sure they went home and smashed. And I don't blame you, girl, because I would have let him crack my back too. So it's the day of the sistervention, and Tambra has invited everyone but Marie, because she feels like Marie is the common denominator when people are being attacked. I don't agree with that necessarily, because Marie has only been in 2 scenes with all of the women. Um, at her birthday party, she didn't go over and attack anybody. They came over to her. And Kaylon has been one of the biggest issues outside of Marie on this show, as being someone who's always in mess. So I didn't necessarily agree with that. So she talks with Melanie, Latrice, and Antoinette before Latisha gets there, about how they went to go see Councilman Dakitha, and about how he was at the brunch and it went left. And Antoinette was like, don't they all? And Tamara was like, not all of them. And Latrice was like, all the ones I've been to or whatever. And I'm looking at like Antoinette, like, you only went to 2. You only went to 2, and that was when y'all were filming. So have several. I don't like her and that bottom lip. So Tamara tells them that the brunch made a negative impact on what Letitia's trying to do with Farish Street. Um, Latrice was like, the problem is a man calling Essie, I mean Marie man or whatever. It was funny. It really was. She was like, she's a bully. And Tambra was like, so you're saying one person ruined the entire brunch experience. So you guys really do support Tisha. It's just that y'all don't get along with Marie. So Melanie was like, but can we support her with Marie by her side? And Latrice was like, I'm not. She takes up for her friend every single time. Tambra was like, if you two are in the same room, can you be respectful? And Latrice was like, I've tried. Um, but the thing is, at the last event y'all all were at, Marie didn't say anything to you. She didn't start anything. Y'all went over there to the table, and I forgot who kicked it off, but it wasn't Marie. So I didn't agree with that. So Antoinette says that she's over talking about the hair and the brunches and everything as Tisha walked in. I want to style Tisha. Tisha, if you watch my reviews, Marie, girl, if you watch this week review, please tell Antoinette, I mean, what's her name? Latisha to reach out to me because I really want to style her for season 2 because I'm pretty sure y'all gonna get picked up for another season because Latisha is not an ugly woman. She's a very pretty woman. She just dresses way too old. I don't know how old she is, but she dresses like an older woman, like a woman in her like 50s. And I know she's not in her 50s. I'm believing she's around my age. Like I want her to stop wearing them fat wigs with the humps in the top. I want her to stop shopping at Kohl's and Marshalls and TJ Maxx. I just don't like her outfits at all. Like she just dresses so old. Like she dressed like she going to happy hour. I don't know. I just hate the way she dressed. I would get her together, baby. Get her together. So Tisha walks in and was like, I hope I walked into a party and not a lion's den. I was like, well, girl, you did. So apparently, Tamara didn't even let her know that the other ladies was going to be there. I didn't like that at all. Like, I didn't like that she didn't invite Marie because I'm like, how y'all going to try to solve any problems when one of the main problems to y'all isn't even around to be confronted? And second of all, why would you not tell Latisha what she was walking into? That just wasn't fair. Um, so Tambra tells her what the topic of conversation was. Antoinette brings up Marie, and Latrice backs up what she's saying about how they feel like Marie always starting stuff and then she's aggressive. Latrice was like, so basically y'all saying watch the company you keep. And they was all like, yeah. So Tisha, her confession was like, this sistervention is about me. Like she's shocked. She was like, how you gonna talk to me about Marie, who I know has my back? You guys have talked junk behind my back. So when you say Marie isn't a good look for me, are you saying y'all are a good look for me? And I'm like, exactly. Like, I can't trust none of you hoes. And like I said, I don't feel like Marie is a bad friend to Latisha. I felt like she acted the fool at the first brunch. At the second venue, I feel like she was cutting in like anybody would if you're a true friend of somebody. If I'm at an event with one of my best friends, Monique or Losha, and they're trying to get out some information that is important to not only their career but to their community, and some bullshit is going on that is taking off the focus of why we're here, I will of course interject and be like, hey, you guys, can we not do this right now? My friend is trying to talk about something. I would have done exactly what Marie did, and I don't understand how nobody else really gets that. I felt like she was taking up for her friend, and she was doing right because Kaylin was putting the focus on something that was not the cause of conversation. I even read somewhere that they had been talking about Kaylin and her issues for 2 hours before Marie jumped in to say, hey, enough is enough. Can we get back on subject? So I agreed with what Marie did in that instance. I would do it, and I don't feel bad if she did it again. So Antoinette also needs to take her own advice while you sitting up here talking about friends and giving a bad impression on people. You sitting up here hanging over here with this white devil who's making you look like a whole entire fool this season that you keep on capping for, who is just distasteful and just don't like her, don't want to see her no more on my television screen. So you need to be taking your own advice, Miss Ma'am, because Kaylin and Marie, if that's the case, are on the same boat. So Tisha is like was at like Tisha says, at your sage party, I shouldn't be on the mental. And Antoinette says, well, you weren't. And Latisha was like, oh, a whole thing came back to me that it was a whole situation about how you tore me down. That's shade. So then they play back when they was all talking about how her brunches ain't empowering nobody and this, and that. And I was like, exactly. Y'all doing exactly what y'all say we do at my brunches. You just did it in the comfort of your own home. So what's the difference? Y'all talk about people. Other people talk about people. Y'all all doing the same stuff that y'all complaining about. Y'all sound crazy. And I was so happy that Latisha gathered them hoes. So, Tisha said, we not going to say that this happened at the brunch. Latrice and Marie can meet at the convenience store and still have that same energy. Facts. Latrice is like, she came at me out of line. And if you don't agree with that, then it is what it is. I will agree that at that first brunch, Marie was very much so out of line. But let's remember, we're on a reality show and she had to get it started. She had to get it popping. Somebody had to do it. So Tisha was like, I agree that both of y'all were acting ratchet at my brunch. You should have kept it 100 that yeah, my friend was wrong. But hey, I'm not my friend. If you have an issue with her, go talk to her. So Latrice was like, her agenda is to take me down. Tisha says, you're going to have to take responsibility, and so is she. And Latrice is like, what am I taking responsibility for? Tisha says, man, we can't call women out their name. And I was like, okay, I don't agree with that because, bitch, you started it. You started fucking with me first. You can't get mad at how I respond, at how you came at me. So if I want to call you names, I'll call you names, period. So, I mean, man, funny. It is. So Antoinette says to Tambra, we need to stay out of people's situations, you and I. And I'm like, who's she talking to? Like, first of all, it was the way she said it. The delivery was all wrong. And then we need to stay out of people's situation. You involved yourself in this whole entire situation. Marie ain't did nothing to you, but Latrice is your homegirl, so you what? Took her side as any friend would and should. So how you then come out your side of your mouth telling Tambra that we need to stay out of people's situation? You involved yourself in this situation. Like, what are you talking about, wig? Ugh. So she was like, this idea of empowerment, and Tambra finally showed up. I don't know who told Tambra on production that we are not filming the black version of Clueless, but somebody finally told Tambra, you better step up if you want to be on this show next season, because she finally started acting like she was on a reality show. And she jumped up out her seat, and then here come Antoinette jumping out of her seat. Tambra get to clapping her hands and stuff. And Tambra was like, I talk about this every single day about women empowerment. I go hard for women bringing it together. And Antoinette was like, same. And Tambra was like, obviously you can't. Antoinette was like, I told you to stay out of other people's situations. First of all, who you think you talking to telling somebody you told them to do something? Girl, you ain't number 4 feet nothing. Girl, who you talking to? So Tamara was like, I'm always gonna go hard for women supporting each other. You a black woman, right? You a black woman. Antoinette was like, are you black? Because you're the one that has never experienced colorism. And I was like, where is this conversation going? So they argue back and forth, and they wheeze are just as loud as they are, child. And Antoinette up here making demonic faces, doing all this. And I was like, you do not need to make faces. So Latrice gets in between them, and then Antoinette, somehow everything gets calmed down, and Antoinette apologizes to Tamara, was like, no disrespect to you or anything that you believe. I'm gonna stay out of it. You should have been stayed out of it. So things calm down, and Antoinette pulls Latrice into the kitchen and says that things are moving faster than she expected with her dental practice, and that she's not ready, and she's scared because if it fails, if it fails, like, this is going to be not only detrimental to her career, but to her ego. She's going to feel like she's a failure, and she's going to be in bankruptcy. Like, she's going to be fucked up. But Latrice gives her a pep talk and hugs her in her weave, and the episode went off, child. Overall, I give tonight's episode a A. It was really good. They have continued to bring it. But my thing is, how are you all going to solve an issue when the person that you all claim to have an issue with is never around? Don't understand it. Don't get it. When are we going to have another group event where everybody is there and shit can really honestly get put out on the table? Because all these side conversations is annoying me. Yeah, so make sure you guys once again watch my Dream and Slim mini movie. It is up right now on my channel. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. Also, if you guys want to order a Dream 2 book box. The pre-order sales go off sale this Sunday, so make sure you place your order. The link is in the description box. Make sure you read all of the instructions, and make sure if you do purchase a box that you put in your correct address. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Love you. See you on the next one. Bye.